welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. Let's get straight into the adventure. In the last episode, we didn't really advance the storyline much. We basically reminisced with some of the Rangers regarding their encounter with Frodo, Sam, and of course Gollum. That was very fun. I enjoyed that a lot, but let's go ahead and continue with the main storyline here, I suppose. Could you aid me with something, Kippen? In the haste of our return, my brethren and I have forgotten to set traps around Henneth Annûn. These traps provide us with an easy source of meat from the nearby beasts, and also keeps wandering foes from straying too near to the refuge. I know it might seem like a simple task, but if the war continues as it does, we shall have need for more meat and materials. The falls protect the western border of Henneth Annûn, so it is best to lay the traps to the south and east. I await your return. Our enemies have come closer to Henneth Annûn each day, and unless we act to keep them from it, we shall be discovered before long. There are many ways for our foes to approach Henneth Annûn, but thankfully very few through which they could enter. I would have you scout the far reaches of Ithilien surrounding Henneth Annûn for any signs of our foes. Their whereabouts in Ithilien is mostly known to us, but they move deeper into the woods with each passing hour, and we cannot chance them drawing too close, especially after Rodrog's encounter with that troll. With our other refuges fallen, any task that draws attention to Ithilien risks leading our foes back to the refuge. Go swiftly and take care that you are not followed. I shall await a report upon your return. And there's another quest here. There's so many quests. I'm pretty sure I've knocked some off the list here by accepting so many. There's a matter which has left a few of us uneasy, my friend. Upon our return, a great troll was wandering near the eastern entrance of Henneth Annûn, in sunlight no less. We struck at it from the shadows, but it fled before we could deal the killing blow. We did not know if it learned of the refuge's entrance or was passing by chance, but we cannot afford to be exposed to the enemy. To that end, I have devised a plan to protect us if another troll draws too near. There are toads within Ithilien that produce a curious slime. It is not a threat to the lives of man or beast, but it produces a strange sensation that floods one's vision with illusionary forms. With such a slime on our arrowheads, we shall have little fear from even the largest of the enemy's forces. While they are being deceived by their own eyes, they will be easier to track and slay before they can return to their masters. Seek these toads, and carefully harvest their slime and these phials. Once you have filled them, return to me and I shall instruct you further. Okay, so I just thought about something. When the system for increased landscape difficulty first came out, I started playing around with it, but then I kind of stopped for whatever reason. So I'm going to go back to doing that. I'm going to do some editing here. I'm going to turn up my landscape difficulty, and then we're going to head out and start doing all these quests. Alright, I have returned from my journey, and you can see I am on tier 5 now, Fearless +2. I think the last time that I tried this, I left off at difficulty 5, or 4 I mean, so again, the goal is to kind of go up one at a time until I find the right spot. I may need to turn it off for certain things, like if I'm trying to solo like a small fellowship or a fellowship warband, for example, I might turn it off, but for the most part, I'm going to try to stay active on this. There have been a few of you who commented on my videos saying that it's a little bit less fun for you to watch because I'm so over-leveled, and I agree with that, I suppose. I wish I could be doing everything on level, but there's really not too much I can do about it besides using the Stone of the Tortoise, but that just kind of complicates things too much on my end. I'm mainly doing this for the storyline and experiencing the game, but I definitely agree there should be a degree of challenge to this, so hopefully this will help out in some regard. Now, that's a lot of rambling. Let me get out of here. Let me go do quests. So how do I actually get out of here is the question. Is it up through here? Kind of weird. It feels like you're on top of the waterfall, but you're like climbing up to get out. So it's kind of crazy. More quests out here as well. Or actually, this is this one here. So let me turn this in.
Surrender us, Gilioth.
If you recall it, he wanted 50 Host of the West silver pieces, and that's a daily quest. I previously turned in the weekly quest, which required 100. So those are repeatable, I am sure, but for now, I'm going to ignore them. Looks like I got new stables to open. Perfect. And then, let me see. I got a lot of stuff I need to do. Place some traps. Do I need to kill any of those? No, I do not. I need to kill bucks. No, that's just for a deed. Make sure I'm kind of riding around in the right area at least. These little plants are still throwing me off. I'm gonna try to ignore them. Like I said, if I keep picking up every little one of those, I'll never get anywhere. But they have made it difficult in this season to find interactable objects. That is undeniable. What is this marking here? I feel like that was gonna start a quest or something, but I guess not. Yeah, I'm riding around in this area and I don't really see anything. Let me go towards the quest ring. The enemy's forces may have recently passed through this location, but none remain. Alright, let me go back down this way. Toad slime. I need to collect toad slime, so maybe I should be killing, or at least looking for toads here. There we go, we got a toad here. Let's see how the tier 5 difficulty is going to affect things. I know I could probably answer this question myself, but if somebody wants to leave it in the comments, like, how does the landscape difficulty actually work? Because I don't see a debuff on my end, and I don't see a buff on the enemy's end, so how is it actually, like, calculating things? Or maybe, yeah, no, that's not it. See this, it only tells me that I get plus 20% experience. It doesn't give me any, like, debuff or anything. Yeah, and there are no debuffs on the frog itself. So I don't know how the landscape difficulty actually works. Don't forget to loot the corpse here. But yeah, this is, I definitely noticed the difficulty. Even these trash mobs, it's taking me a little bit of work to fight them, right? Whereas normally, I would just absolutely destroy them. See? Oh my god, look at my health. I got, oh my god. Okay, well. That's embarrassing. See, I didn't switch into the mode in my head. I switched to landscape difficulty, but in my head I was like, oh yeah, these are just trash mobs. Okay, I got it now. We're gonna be alright. Get out of here. Let's go south. So yeah, this is actually very challenging. Do I need to kill any of those? No, I don't. What is this? The lowlands to the west of Henneth Annûn are still, but your foes have passed through recently. Have you seen the cat of Kundalar lurking nearby, Kippen? They are terrible beasts bred only to maim and kill the enemies of their masters. When those enemies are absent or hidden away like my brethren, the battle cats sate their hunger on any creature they can find. The lands of Ethereum are wild, yes, and the beasts know that many ways through the shadows of these woods. But the battle cats are trained to outpace and outsmart them. I have even heard tell that they have the strength to slay bears of Ethereum. I would ask that you defeat them before they can cause great harm to the order of the beasts of Ethereum. Worse yet, their keen noses might lead them to our refuges. You will find them to the north. Be wary, my friend. In the wake of the great battle, the healers of Gondor and Rohan alike have strained, and their stores will soon run out and be low if we do not help them replenish. Gondor has long been a source of various remedies and tinctures, and nearly all of them through the use of flowers and herbs that grow in Ethereum. This task has not often fallen to the rangers in recent years, but that need grows great now, and we must do our part to ease the ills of the wounded. Among the most common of Ithilion's herbs and flowers are oxlip, horsetail, and vetchling. Each can be ground into beneficial extract that can then be combined into powerful medicines by skilled healers. Search nearby the lush set for these plants and bring them to me. Once you have gathered them, return to me and we can speak on how to harvest their extracts. Could you hold a moment, Kippen? Since I have asked you to harvest flowers and herbs of Ithilien, I must also ask you with the planting of new seeds. It may seem foolish errand on the enemy's forces looming so near to us, but if we are to fight for a bright future for Gondor, we will have need of Ithilien's bounty. To the west lies the field of Cormelin, a verdant field weathered by some of Ithilien's most striking trees and flowers. Seeds of many kinds can be found amongst the grass, especially those of oxlip, horsetail, and vetchling. These seeds should be very easy to find. Oxlip seeds resemble those of maple trees, vetchling seeds appear nearly identical to chestnuts, and horsetail seeds are indistinguishable from acorns. Gather many of them, and then plant as many as you are able to in the lowlands surrounding the field of Cormelin. Once you have done this, return to me. As the Battle of Pelennor ended, many of the enemy's forces broke the ranks and fled back across the Annûn. Among these, we sighted at least 4 trolls fleeing into Ithilien. I feared that they might still live within these lands, for the trolls are a troublesome foe for my brethren. They are not easily felled and can often flee before one of our arrows lands the killing blow. However, these trolls did not possess the hardier stock of Olog-hai, and they would be vulnerable to the risen sun. Search the lands nearby for the 4 trolls, and when you're satisfied that they no longer pose a threat, return to me. Man, look at all these quests. Okay, let me get going. Just gonna run around and collect everything I can, kill everything I can. And hopefully they won't kill me. See the worm. Do I need to fight those? No, I do not. Yeah, sorry about that, Death. I really didn't make the mental change like I said. It's like I switched to a higher tier difficulty, but I just kept treating everything like they're trash mobs. Clearly, you can't do that. You have to take each and every fight seriously when you're in the higher difficulty. So there you go. Everybody who was complaining that my gameplay was too easy because I'm so over-leveled, I've at least proven the concept of how challenging it is going to be now. Is that frog gonna work? No, that one does not count for the slime thing. Actually, it might. It might. The reason it's probably not popping up here is because you have to interact with the body after you fight the thing. Let me get a couple healing gambits here. Oh my gosh, man. This is kind of crazy. I'm like trying to do these healing gambits and I don't know. It's like trash mobs and it's a fairly difficult battle there. And it was all for nothing because I didn't need to kill it. Okay. Excellent. That's alright. I am getting used to it. I think it is more fun, though, with the challenge like this. I also have to find the right balance, not only for me as a player, but also for me as a content creator, because if I make it so difficult that every little battle takes a long time, then the flow of the series might get completely ruined as well. So I need to keep that in mind, too, if that makes sense. Single target damage here. All right, let me get some healing gambits. Healing gambits. Okay, good. Got one cat here, and then we're gonna have to kill this guy. Let me do some multi-target damage. Oh my god, they're doing so much damage. Healing gambits. I might take it down a little. I might take it down to 4 instead of 5. Because this is a little brutal. Wow. Yeah, this is tough. Let me see this. While adventuring in North Ithilien, you have come upon many of the enemy's forces in the old ruins of North Ithilien and in the foothills of Efil Duath. The enemy's forces suffered a setback in Gondor, but the Dark Lord is far from bested. You should defeat the enemy's forces in North Ithilien and clear the way for the host. I have previously completed this, but I'm going to accept it just because I'm questing so much in here that I'll probably end up completing that quest just as part of my normal adventuring. Okay, so here's another cat. Start with the Warden's Triumph Gambit, which gives me that plus 12% damage, as you can see. Yeah, this is fun. I'm actually having fun with this increased difficulty. I just have to pay attention and be a little careful, though. Can't just take it for granted. Okay, good. Then bears. Do I need to kill bears? I don't think so. My god, that bleed. Let me dismount and cure it. Wow, that was doing a lot of damage. Okie dokie. Let me keep going around here. What am I doing? There's so much... Sometimes there are so many quest actives that you don't even know what you're doing. You're just like literally grabbing and killing everything in front of you because it all probably counts towards a quest. That's kind of where I am right now. Get some poplar branches, why not? Definitely need the cats. I like to stack all these bleeds. Takes a little while to get all the bleeds going, but once you get everything set up, then everything is real nice. Oh my god, I need to get some heals going here. Oh god, man. Wow. Okay. That's not good. So that's my second death already. And I was really trying to focus on that one. So that's not good. I feel bad about that. Yeah, I might have to take this down a little bit. Just for flow and also... I don't know. I don't know if I'm at this level yet where I can handle this. The problem is my gear is very outdated. I feel like I have improved a lot as a warden in terms of my skill. But I think my gear might be a little behind when it comes to increasing the landscape difficulty. I'm able to fight these one at a time, no problem, but that's about it. Okay, good. Need one more of those. And this will be my victim. Let me heal up a little bit. Let me wait for that. Or wait a second. This... Yeah, see, I'm kind of scared to fight two at a time now. Because they like... I don't know. They killed me. I don't know. Should I do it? Can I do it? Ah, let's do it. I'll pay more attention. Get an exaltation of battle. Oh no! Oh man, that gambit. That gambit brought that guy in. Oh my god, not good. Healing gambits. Healing gambits. Just healing gambits. Interrupt that. Get that going. Okay, good. Alright. He's able to come back from the brink of death on that one. You guys let me know what you think about this landscape difficulty. Again, I think the goal would be to find the right spot for it, right? It's like the right decision is I should probably engage with it, but I need to get it at the right level, and I'm thinking 5 is probably a little too high. Not that I can't handle it, but I do think at this point it kind of ruins the flow a little bit.
Faith alone will not stop the enemy.
Excellent work, my friend. You have gathered them just as swiftly as I'd hoped. With careful hand, you can grind these flowers into useful extracts. Here, Erebelin takes the bundles from you and begins to grind them in a smaller mortar. There are many plants in the gardens of Ithilien, and some are much rarer than the rest. However, all of them are of great worth to healers of Gondor, so look closely and harvest as many as you can as you explore these lands. Now then, there are a few among our number that have been tasked to make swift trips to the White City. If you give them the files you have collected, they may be able to offer something in return. Our swift riders can be found at the crossroads to the south, in Annûn, and far to the north, among the camps at the border of Dagorlad. Your aid could make a tremendous difference in the aftermath of the Great Battle, and I would urge that you bring those files to them as soon as you are able. So barter vendors for extract files can be found at those locations. So those are the things I've been getting whenever I've been collecting the little plants. Okay, so that kind of makes some sense. Alright, let me go back this way. Need to defeat at least one more cat. There we go. My victim. Do a little bit of healing gambit here. Sometimes it's good to pop off a healing gambit when you're close to killing the enemy. That way you can restore your HP more quickly as you're moving on. Wait, that was all 6 of them, right? Alright, now I need to collect horsetail seeds and a bunch of other things. Just start grabbing everything I can here. Where am I at? Okay, there I am. Okay, so here's some seeds. Hendrival, do I need to kill any of these for any quests? No. Just a deed. Yeah, and certainly when I'm going to be deed grinding, I am not going to keep the landscape difficulty on, because that'll just make it way too... not difficult, but it's just gonna make it 10 times as long. You have arrived at the field, but the Varyogs are nowhere to be found. Alright, mainly interested in these seeds. Also, let me know in the comments, do you guys play on landscape difficulty? And if so, what is your class, and at what tier difficulty do you have the game set? I'm curious as to what everybody else is doing regarding this. I think it's fun for like veteran players. I'm sure a lot of veteran players are trying to challenge themselves, and maybe they started a new character where their goal is to do it only at the highest difficulty or something. That would be fun, actually. But I'm already busy with this account, clearly. Like, I don't know, is tier 5, like, pretty good? Or is that still pretty easy? Am I supposed to be impressed with myself? Am I not supposed to be impressed with myself? The thing is, although it is level 5 or tier 5 difficulty, I'm still over leveled, right? So I'm still not doing the content on level. I feel like I'm talking way too much about this. Let's get back to the questing. Let's just get back to the questing. Gathering all the seeds here in the field of Cormoran. Horsetail seeds. What else? More seeds here. And there are so many seeds I need to collect. Alright, I need 3 more oxlip. Let me see where I am. Okay, I need to go southeast a little bit. There we go. Might as well collect some of these as well. I don't know what they're going to be bartered for. I'm assuming like potions, but whatever. Next time I run by a barterer, I'll try to remember to see. What is this? Bellow Dale. I don't know if I've seen that one before. Alright, this should be the last seed. Excellent. I'm gonna remove this quest from the tracker. This repeatable one, just because it's gonna be pointing me in every direction. Okay. So yeah, my tracker is full. With more quests than I can actually complete. Wait a minute, I still need to kill another battle cat. I thought I killed one. Well, never mind, whatever. I'll find one. Where are the battle cats? Here we go. Are you gonna count? Yes, you are. You are a victim then, sir. Yeah, they do so much damage. Look at that. I'm taking like 2,500 damage every hit. Let me do a little healing gambit here. Excellent. Okay. Got all those. That was 6 out of 6. And now, search for trolls. See, I'm worried about finding a troll now. Ah, he's already dead. That's good. This troll was caught in the sunlight and as the dawnless day faded. Perfect. Guess I can turn in this quest here.
Faith alone will not stop the enemy.
The Dark Lord may not care for the health of his lands, but Ethereum must remain verdant and wild. Having such a predator lurking in our wilds would not bode well for any of us. It is unfortunate that the Kundalar have raised their cats in such a way, but it cannot be helped now, and too much is at stake. You have my thanks. Excellent. Okay, I think this is going to be a good stopping point for this episode. There are so many quests here, so much stuff to do that I'm just going to keep grinding at it in the 30-minute episodes, and we'll get there eventually. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.
Thanks for stopping by the Renaissance Gaming Monastery. I hope you join our community on Discord and Twitter. These videos are produced with a lot of hard work and love. If you think they're worth $1, I'd be grateful for your contribution. You can send a thanks donation or become a member on YouTube. You can also support through PayPal, Patreon, or even with cryptocurrency. All links are in the description. See you on the next video.